Hey everyone, this is Kevin, your entrepreneur, and we have got some interesting news on a round of Lyft fundraising. Lyft is going to be receiving roughly $500 million from Fidelity. Now, who is Fidelity? They are an investment firm. They actually deal with stock brokerage and stuff. In fact, full disclosure, when I buy stocks and sell them, I use Fidelity. They have not paid me to make this video. I just want to make that absolutely clear. Just for the odd reason, just in case someone ever finds out. I just want to be transparent about that. I don't think it matters, but there you have it. Well, they have invested $500 million in Lyft, which brings their value up to $11.5 billion. Still a little shy from Uber's $69 billion, but then after SoftBank's offer, Uber might actually be worth more like $50 billion. So Lyft is catching up. But that's not necessarily the only newsworthy aspect of the story. The other newsworthy aspect is that Fidelity also invested in Uber. Now, here's why that's important. Because when companies make investments, they are usually not supposed to have conflicts of interest in the investments. You are investing in one side to win. To invest in the competition shows a strong lack of confidence in that company's ability to be successful. And that's why a lot of companies will invest in one over the other. So when it comes to search engines, they're going to back Google as opposed to Bing. When it comes to e-commerce, well, it's Amazon. Even though they've never made any money and there's like no suggestion that they're ever going to make money at this point, they invest in Amazon. And in cloud services, well, they invest in Dropbox. So it's that simple. But Fidelity invested in Uber initially, and now they're investing in Lyft. Now, the reasons weren't exactly explained, but it should be noted that Fidelity was a key investor that helped in ousting Travis Kalanick from Uber's board. So they were clearly not happy with Uber's direction for a long time. But this also suggests maybe they're not super excited about the current direction either. So they're kind of investing in a backup plan. I also want to note that Alphabet, Google's parent company, invested in Uber first. Now they invest in Lyft. And obviously there's that whole legal thing. So I think, by the way, if anyone's going to sell their shares of stock to SoftBank at a discounted price, it's going to be Google. Google will definitely dump that stock as soon as possible. And SoftBank has also threatened to invest in Lyft if Uber doesn't meet their terms. So this is very, very interesting because I think it's starting to show that investors, especially new investors, are losing a lot of confidence in Uber's ability to make money. And I just did two stories, and obviously both the companies are losing money. But Uber lost $1.46 billion last quarter, which was up 14%, which means their losses increased almost a full quarter, and they were booking more rides. Now, Lyft grew 200% in terms of the company size and how many rides they booked. They lost $208 million. However, that is down from $248 million from the previous the previous quarter. So obviously Lyft is growing and seeing the losses shrink. Uber is growing and they're seeing the losses grow. And that might be all you need to know about why this is happening the way it's happening. I know the stock market isn't that interesting to people, but even though I'm not great at math, admittingly, I do like watching the stock market. I think it's fun. So I'm gonna be interested to see how this works out. Like, are we gonna see more people who are investing in Uber switch to Lyft? I don't know. I guess we're gonna have to see. In the meantime, what do you folks think? If you had investment money, which one would you invest in? Uber, Lyft, or neither at all? Would you maybe invest in Taxify instead? Or Juno? I would love to know. Comment below, like, favorite, share, subscribe. If you enjoy the videos I make, consider becoming a Patreon member for $1 a month. And as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.